Thank you for being here. First, this is a quote, okay? I didn't say it. I showed the picture to the left, the big picture, to Philip Baker of Heckler, the CEO of Heckler. We are having a dinner together. I show him, this is what I got from China about a week ago. That was about a month ago I got that picture. And then he said, wow, this is the start of 99 years of silver bull market. And then say, Chen, you are young, you probably don't remember. There used to be a little company called Eastman Kodak. They put the silver in the film. That was the 99 years of silver bull market. And this looks exactly like the next 99 years of silver bull market. So let me show you. We are here. We are right here. And this is most conservative estimate. And then they think 30 years from now we'll be here. So solar panel, if the technology, if there's not other crazy technology that take away silver, we will take 300% of worldwide, at least 300% of worldwide silver production. There is this just came out a couple of weeks ago by a very prestigious PV magazine, okay? They say from 300 gigawatts, that means this year, 300 gigawatts. This is, I remember all these numbers, 300 gigawatts. It's much higher than the International Energy Agency prediction, okay? They say this year at least 300 gigawatts to 3,000 gigawatts. And then if you can Google this article, it's on the internet, they think it will be done in 10 years. So basically, this process, this is the most conservative by Bloomberg and by another Chinese research firm, think this can be done in 30 years. They think this will be done likely in 10 years. Okay, so this is just a big picture I want to show you. Again, this is a disclaimer. This is just for entertainment only. Not going to sell you any stock or whatsoever. And then just talk about a little bit about me. Okay, I'm an investor. Okay, I manage my family asset. I really enjoy investing. I'm not a gold bug. Okay, I'm not a silver bug either. Even though a lot of my friends are gold bugs and silver bugs, like my good friend Jay Taylor, and then quite a few friends today on the main stage. I like to look for market opportunity to increase my family asset value. That's what I'm most interested in. And I actually acted most gold and silver stock in 2012. 2011 was the top. 12, I already missed the top, but it was a good decision. And I pounded table at $12. I pounded table recently at $18. Okay, those are pretty good buys. And I personally think the silver, I don't think, that because people think, the demand from India, demand from China, physical buying. I don't quite believe in that. I put in a grain of salt because if silver go up $10, they will be sellers. Okay, the demand, a lot of people will sell the silver to make money. So I don't see them like persistent demand. Why I like solar panel, the silver is about 10% of the cost of solar panel. If we continue to grow, silver become from $24 to $100, it's only 4 times, right? It's only 4 times, it's only increase the cost maybe from 10% to 40 or 50%. Right? So they still need the silver. So that will be the force to drive silver higher and higher. I also personally have an opinion, which is a little bit controversial. It's like, because silver is a byproduct of many mines, including copper and gold, many other mines. So in the past decades, actual silver was just dumping the market. If you look at my good friend David Morgan presentation, silver is the worst performing commodity in the past decades. 30 years, 50 years. My theory is because silver is just byproduct. They just keep selling silver, selling into the market. The market couldn't hold. That's why silver was the worst performing metal. But this is about to change. So we have solar panel here going to take all the excess silver and more. And then that will drive silver price higher. Then more people will pressure silver more. Monetary part of silver will start to show up. Maybe one day central bank in my lifetime, central bank will start buying silver again at over at three digit, will be at 3-digit silver. So that's my thesis. I hope in my lifetime, gold silver ratio go back to 10 again. Let's see. And so this is a very recent International Energy Agency chart. Okay, they had a prediction last summer. Okay, I'm going to show you last summer, and then just November they came out with a new prediction. They think they will be accelerated because the solar and all the other energy source. If you notice, okay, this two yellow added together is their estimate. You put it together, it's about a little bit over 200 gigawatts, right? That's the International Energy Agency. And then they're a little bit higher, maybe 250. And then PV magazines already said that at least 300 this year. At least I have people in the solar panel industry tell me it's going to be 360 or more. So you see the number actually going up dramatically just in the past few months because the insane demand of this solar panel industry, just like an electrical vehicle. Once you hit a critical mass, the demand just keep going higher and higher and higher. It's beyond people's imagination. Okay, I'm trying to show you. So all these are on their website, International Energy Agency. Also, International Energy Agency, they said by 2027, solar will be higher than all the other sources, okay, including coal, including natural gas, will be the #1 source of the world. I mean, people in United States or in Canada didn't appreciate that partially because the red tape, partially because the very high labor cost. The solar energy is not the cheapest, but for anywhere outside United States or Canada, it is the cheapest. You see the mining company, they're already putting up solar panels. They take advantage there. They can put it on their tailing dam. They put it on their waste rock. They're taking advantage of their land position, and then this is the cheapest. Trust me, it's the cheapest source of energy anywhere outside United States and Canada. So this is the chart I put at the very beginning, so I'm not going to explain that anymore. So I feel this is very similar to lithium. Look at lithium growth in 10 years. So solar panel already reached that inflection point. So this is the report we talked about last summer. Okay, they were talking, but they already advanced it a lot by the end of the year. Okay, they were looking at what metal are going to be in shortage if we go for solar panel, go for this kind of growth. They're looking at the 2030, but at subsequent report, they already think this can be reached by 2027. People in that industry, they tell me this can be reached likely by 2025, 2 years from now. Remember, 2 years from now. Look at what the metal are needed. Okay, this is the silver. Very conservatively, almost 40% of the silver will be taken away. Okay. You think about silver has many other usage, almost all of it. And then Indian copper actually very interesting too. If you look at almost 10% from nowhere. But most interesting, they also talk about another metal. I'm going to mention that a little bit. It's called tellurium. That's something you want to pay attention. It's one of the critical metals. Canadian government already pretty smart. They already listed a critical metal, and United States government probably going to start mining this very soon because we're literally, there's a company called First Solar, right? They already use more than 50% of, that's what last year. Now it's over 50% of worldwide tellurium, okay? And then they will be way over 100% very, very soon. So this is a report. I'm just trying to show you their assumption of 700 to 800. For all the other reports telling me this can be reached in 2 years instead of end of the decade. I don't have too much time, so I'm just to show you. This is Silver Institute. That was a last year report. I have been pushing them to make an update. I think they will have a major update coming this May. So that's what I feel like. I'll talk about all the thesis later. I hope there will be a silver squeeze 2.0, and I hope everybody will make money. So this is one of the major misconceptions over here, right? So the silver loading factor is going down. Okay, if you talk to a lot of old timers, they say, "Oh, it's going down very quickly on solar panel." It was, but it's getting slower and slower recently because it's just how much fine you can make those wiring. Okay, and then they already put the copper inside, so you need a silver to cover the copper. But if you make it thinner, right, you actually reduce the copper, not much silver. So it's getting there. Let me show you the next picture. This is last year. This is a very prestigious solar panel magazine. This is next generation starting this year, starting to display this year. They add another layer to increase the efficiency called TOPCon. Okay, you look at this. Okay, they use a lot more silver. Okay, I show you this number is more accurate because this is from a Chinese manufacturer. So they already make a lot of improvements. So try to reduce the silver. It still looks like about 25 to 50% more silver per panel. Okay, realize. This is the next generation technology. This is supposed to be the year after this year, 2024, 2025. And then the next technology will use more than twice of the current silver. The advantage of that is that they make the solar panel much more efficient. So even it costs more, but the efficiency goes up. So actually it's worthwhile to do the improvement. That's the next one coming. And then all these are so far committed, all the companies from the website. And you can find it, they probably have more updates. Most recent, there's a lot of companies pushing for the new technology. So this is going mainstream, and then now you can get Costco, and then I just try and tell you, there's a slightly chance this is called IBC, HBC, but it also goes through the same iteration. IBC technology may become hot. Okay, there's a competing technology versus HJT, but IBC also are very similar to the HJT. They will increase the silver significantly in the future technology. So, and this is what our friend was talking about, Jeff Clark, and talking about at the main stage. The double-sided solar panel become very popular. What happened was, if you put it on the sand, there's a lot of reflection on the sand. So you have a double-sided, you make 100% from the sun, and then 30% from the reflection. And also very easy to maintain. Because when it gets dirty, the sandstorm comes, you just flip it. Okay, much easier. You can clean the other side much faster. So that will double the silver, right? That for sure. And then this is another very interesting technology. It's an American company. You can check them out. Swift Solar. It's in California. They use multiple layers of HJT. You know the HJT use a lot of silver. They use multiple layers, one for ultraviolet, one for visible, one for infrared. So theoretically, go up to 60 or 80%, but they will use 10 times more silver. Well, people say, why do I need to use so much silver? Well, there's a little car coming out already. They use a solar panel roof, but it's not very popular because they don't generate a lot of electricity, only a little bit. But if you have a higher efficiency, then maybe in the future, while driving, you generate electricity, right? So, and when you park somewhere, maybe people are fighting for the sunny spot to park. You can generate more electricity. So that's a trend, and then this will require a lot more silver. You can go to their website, check out their new technology. Okay, we have only a few minutes left. I'm just saying the TOPCon expect to take off this year, okay? The HJT will take off next year. All these are the new technologies that require more silver. Okay, by 2025, only 2 years from now, more than 50%. This is a projection, okay, forward-looking statement. So they think, experts think more than 50% will be between TOPCon and HJT, which they use more silver. And the multiple HJT, I mentioned that. The silver, I think there's a decent chance we'll have a silver squeeze 2.0 this year. So I encourage investors to study what happened in the last silver squeeze. That's what the last year, not very distant. what stock doing the best. You prepare for that. The Silver Institute report will come out in May. Okay, I'm pushing them to put on as much data for them as possible. If they tell us exactly what's happening, I think a lot of investors will suddenly have to wake up. You're a smart guy. You come here. You already got it. You prepared a few months in advance. But mainstream investor, CNBC, will suddenly wake up. Oh, the world is running out of silver. It could happen this May. I hope it come out this May. And then we will have a silver squeeze 2.0. So you want to prepare for that. You have a few months, prepare, and then try to take advantage of that. Okay, what can go wrong? Okay, I only have 4 minutes. I'm just telling you, this is the China and U.S. is getting the trade war. I don't like trade war, okay? I think trade war really destroyed the world, but that's the way it is. China is going to retaliate against United States for the semiconductor crunch. So China is dominating in silicon and silver. United States don't use that. United States use the cadmium tellurium. Okay, First Solar, if you go to the website, they're one of the best well-known company in the United States. They use cadmium tellurium. Okay, their efficiency is a little bit low. Okay, so but United States government going to support them. They're planning to ban the Chinese trans import. What it does is China export component to Vietnam, and Vietnam assembled it and then shipped to United States. So by May 1st, that's actually very similar time to the Silver Institute report. So around that time, you want to pay attention. So this is from United States Department of Energy. You can go to their website and see this. They show all these efficiencies. I just want to say I'm not, fabricate. You can see that this is a Chinese solar panel efficiency. This is the First Solar efficiency. It's a little bit lower than that. So China tried to take advantage of that. China was going to say, just announced last week, what China going to do? China going to ban the export of all their solar panel technology and component to the United States. That leaves United States only one choice. That's First Solar. So okay, so that's the United States solar panel. This is from International Energy Agency. Actually, there was last year, so there's a few more coming out already. Right, the major expansion is by First Solar. There's also another one called Toledo Solar. They all use cadmium tellurium. Those thin film means cadmium tellurium. Okay, the silicon means silver silicon. So this is going to be killed. This is going to be killed because China is going to ban their export of the technology and component. So we'll leave United States only one choice: cadmium tellurium. So that things may slow down the silver a little bit, but fortunately, United States only a very small market of the solar panel. Biggest market is China. Second biggest is Europe. Okay, so that will have impact. So I'm just trying to tell you what can go wrong. This is one of the areas you want to take a look. And so this is the First Solar. You see their expansion plan. They will take all the worldwide production of tellurium, more than 100% in a couple of years. Right now, probably even faster because of the trade war. You can go to First Solar website. Welcome to check. Okay, so so what I see is we will see at least 100 million ounce gap developing this year, and then double again in a couple of years. The silver supply demand just from solar panel. Okay. So this is silver 50% card. It's from my good friend Tavi Costa from Crescat. You can see we have a great cap and handle, okay? And then we going shoot for $50. There's no triple top, technically, no triple top. So once we blow above 50, it will be, I think, triple digit. That's my prediction. We'll see. And then you can see the silver short interest is very high. Okay, even so, silver price gradually recover, but short interest is very high. So I just set up very, very good for potential another squeeze this year. I hope Silver Institute will give us the most accurate, most updated data. Then people will get a wake-up call on that. Okay, I only have a few seconds, so I'm just gold and a little bit China. We know that China is back to normal. Okay, so final thought. This is a massive cash on the sideline. I'm just telling you, even CNBC, all these people so the negative, but compare with historically, there's a massive cash on the sideline. It could come into my commodity. Okay. This is from my friend. Okay, Canaccord, and then in Canada. Okay, Junior, we are here. Okay, so finally, this is just bonus. I just put it there. There's a Max Silver right there. You can take a look. Their stock went down 25%. This morning, I put more order to buy Max Silver because I short would misprint because they have a board deal at 1465 last week. Institution paid 1475. Today you pay 1350. I couldn't believe it. I saw my eye got fuzzy, but that's life. It's a good opportunity. You should talk to them. Again, it's not investment advice, and you should talk to them. I think for the Tellurian, there's a little company. The CEO is right there. They are not big enough to be exhibitor. Hopefully next year they'll come to VRIC to be exhibitor. They have high grade gold and silver Tellurian. And just on the gold and silver, they have 40% IRR at $1,300 gold. And then Tellurian is all free. So I welcome to talk to them. They're in the back. And that's my presentation. Thank you.